going on? What's going on? I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. Before I get started, please like and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate your support. This episode is actually episode 149, and the topic is Take Care of Yourself 2.0. And it's all about being able to really lock in on feeling good about, who you are. So this actually relates to it's a little bit on par with, your mental health. The most important aspect of your life is your mental health. And being the best that you can be. Doesn't matter what's going on, literally being the best that you can be. I'm going to take a little bit of a step back, and I've talked about this before, but as it relates to mental health, it's interesting because when you're younger and you go through traumatic experiences, a lot of times that forms and pretty much shapes who or how you perceive situations and things. So when I was 4, my 9-year-old sister saved my life. And at that time, one of the biggest house fires in the history of Jersey City. 1970, Stevens Avenue, a house burnt down. And unfortunately, that house was my house. My 9-year-old sister got to me, saved me. She perished in that fire along with a courageous firefighter. So obviously, at 4 years of age, that was a traumatic experience, not only for myself, but for my mom, for my family, for my other siblings. Okay. I'm the youngest of 7 children. I've told this story before. So she passed on. I'm 4. As I got older at that point, I started to realize and understand how traumatic that experience for me and my family really was. So throughout the years, again, I'm the youngest of 7. My mother buried 5 of her 7 children, which means I've lost a total of 5 siblings, right? So you could imagine anguish and stress that one would go through from my perspective, from my entire family's perspective. So when I talk about taking care of yourself, I mean, at every turn when life knocks you down, you got to get back up. At every turn when you're not feeling your best emotionally, you have to find that aha moment in that moment where it gives you some semblance of clarity. And if you can do that, it allows you then to take a deep breath. It allows you then to put some things in perspective. It allows you then to try to be your best at that point. So I've learned over the years to put things, like I said, in order, put them in a proper perspective and understand there's a lot of things that happen that we have no control over. So when that happens, you can't get out of sorts because you can't control those situations anyway. At 4 years of age, I couldn't have controlled a house fire that was going to burn down our house. I had no control over the end results of what that tragic day, was going to turn out to be for myself and my family. Howsoever, throughout the course of my life, I figured out a place to put that tragic episode in my life. I figured out a place to put them all of my siblings who passed on. And it's interesting. This is just for my personal narrative. So I learned, for me, again, personally, I took every death of every sibling and tried to put it in a place where I'm going to live better and I'm going to honor their life by doing the right things, no matter what. Now, part of that was the foundational piece of how I was raised to begin with. My mother raised us all the same way. Be a good human being, be a good person, be a good steward of humanity, and taking care of one another. So, be of good character, be of a good moral code, be of value to yourself and to others. Those are the foundational pieces that I was raised on. Have great faith in the man upstairs, and great faith in the fact that the preparation of your hard work will yield a successful, return of that hard work. In other words, you work hard, you work diligent, you take care of the things that you're supposed to take care of, you be prepared. And at the end of the day, what you get in return is what you put into it. And that was the hard work and the due diligence of being prepared and doing the things that you need to do in order to be successful. So those are the things that when I say take care of yourself, I mean do the things that you can control and take care of the things that you can control. And I know it's easier said than done, but the reason why I can say it is because I'm giving you my past experiences a little bit so you can understand. I'm speaking from my own personal tragedies, my own personal trials and tribulations, my own personal, situations where that's where I'm gaining some strength from, so I can impart that information and share it with you all. So to take care of yourself means, to everyone, again, this could be something different, but to take care of yourself, if you can place that aha moment in a time when you're not doing too well emotionally, you're not doing too well mentally, you're feeling anxiety, if you can take 5 minutes and just take a deep breath, close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out, exhale out, take a deep breath, and try to go back to a time where you felt safe. Go back to a time where you felt good. Go back to a good memory and cling on to that. And then that one memory, try to find 2, try to find 3, try to find 4, string those good memories together and embrace it. Embrace it for a few seconds. Then open your eyes and start to slowly figure out now where you are currently in the current situation that you're in, and try to work through it slowly. Doesn't have to be a rush. Taking a deep breath really does calm down. It does calm the anxieties a little bit. It also helps you to focus a little bit. It also helps you to just ease some of the tension and some of the stress, depending on what you're going through. But you have to take a moment to push pause in those situations. You have to. In other words, it's so incumbent to think first before you react when you're in a stressful situation and when you're feeling overstressed, overwhelmed, and a high level of anxiety. Just take a minute to breathe, get your breathing together, start to think, start to refocus. It helps you to get back to being the best you. That's part of taking care of yourself. On the other side of that, the preparation leading into taking care of yourself as well, give yourself a break. Stop beating yourself up when a mistake is made. Stop beating yourself down when a mistake is made. None of us are perfect, okay? So therefore, in the process of taking care of yourself, that means cut yourself some slack, give yourself a pass, cut yourself, from beating yourself up when things don't go right that may not have been in your control. Once again, you can't get upset over things that you can't control. All you can do is be prepared, work diligently on putting your business in order, making sure that everything that you control, that you've done it the right way to the best of your ability. That's all you can do. That's another form of taking care of yourself, handling your business, making sure that you're on top of all of these things. That's all you can do. And at the end of the day, you will see when the smoke clears, as long as all your stuff is in line the way it's supposed to be, that's all you can do. And you do that consistently. And I've always said consistency is the first step in being successful in anything that you want to do in life, period. That's another form of taking care of yourself. The understanding of you don't rush through anything. You patiently prepare, you be consistent, and you be diligent, and everything else in the end will take care of itself. And again, even if it doesn't, because you have no control over certain situations, if you did your part, you will feel a lot better about the outcome. You will feel a lot better about the outcome. And that's what it's all about. being on top of yourself emotionally, mentally, physically, feeling good about who you are, and don't let anybody shake your confidence of who you are. Stay on top of your game that way, and everything else will take care of itself. Trust me. Trust me. Be the best that you can be because you've done everything to feel good about who you are, and everything else will take care of itself. So, this is all about taking care of yourself 2.0, meaning taking care of your business and let everything else fall in place. I thank you for tuning in. I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. I'll see you next week. Take care.